Hello everybody, Reggie Time here, and we are playing some 20 and 30 nil on Sky Poker. We'll get this Ace King out of the way, done that already, before we get on with the housekeeping. Don't think I made a video last week. I might have done, can't remember. I haven't made a video for a while. I've been busy playing, busy doing some other stuff, not really finding the time. I only really have time in the mornings to make videos, and last week I was basically just a lazy cunt and didn't get up in the morning too often. Um, so yeah, that's what happened there. But it was still a good week of poker. Um, do a little bit of housekeeping. In May, I had an excellent month. We'll get the negative stuff out of the way first. I somehow managed to lose around £500 in just 31 tournaments on Sky, basically because I'm just, well, I'm not rubbish at tournaments, but I'm not good. And I tend to give up the minute I don't like my stack. And given the structure of the tournaments on Sky, within half an hour, I usually don't like my stack. And we've totally butchered this King 10 here because they've been talking. But Big Nige isn't fond of using his full button anyway, so maybe no harm done. Yeah, my mental game for MTTs is basically atrocious. I register them, I enjoy them for 25 minutes. If I don't chip up, then I can't wait to be fucking out of them. I spew when I'm on a short stack because I'm like, well, until I double this fucking insulting stack or get knocked the fuck out. Basically, I have shit MTT mental game. We played the SPT on Saturday. Nothing much good happened. I won a bounty for 93 quid. I went in for free because we qualified through a promotion, which didn't cost us any money. So that's just a £93 profit, which we'll take. It's hard to know exactly how much I lost in tournaments, but I want to say 500. It doesn't account for like any rebuys, which I never take rebuys, but sometimes your average buy-in will on a shark. I mean, shark scope just doesn't measure them very well, basically, but it's around. We can say it's around £500. So if we look at this for the month, we bring it in. That was my Sky results for the month. It's including MTT losses, so we just crept over the £1,000 profit for the month on Sky, which, given I lost 500 quid in tournaments, it's fucking delighted me. Which means because that means I won 1,500 quid at the cash tables at Sky in May, which is good for the stakes I play. I think it's fucking impressive for the volume I put in. It's absurdly impressive. I also won maybe around 300 across AAA and Unibet. So it wasn't for fucking stinking tournaments. We'd have had close to a 2K month, which, you know, as I said, given my volume, given my stakes, it's, to be frank, I think that's pretty fucking phenomenal, and it just goes to show what I could achieve if I bothered fucking working hard. I'm one lazy bastard. I was looking at some stuff yesterday. Kept popping up on my Facebook. I think I've maybe used the word procrastination a couple of times in conversations, and because all your fucking computer just spies on you these days. That's pretty much all it is spy on you. I was getting spammed with links for a nootropic drink for better focus. I could use that. I could use something that's actually going to give me some focus when I'm playing. Not necessarily to like make me play better when I'm playing, because I think I play. I mean, I'm not cutting edge regular, not by a fucking long shot, but I play pretty well for the games I'm in. And I play pretty consistently as well, to be fair. I don't have many like real big blips. Mental games very good for cash games, even though it's shit for tournaments. But I struggle with stamina and retaining my focus, maintaining my focus. I can maybe play for an hour and a half, 2 hours, then I'll start really losing focus. Sometimes I can regain it. Other times I'm just like, oh fuck this, and I just quit. And I have lots of time to play poker, but I just struggle to really like keep my focus going for hour after hour after hour. After a while, my mind starts to wander a little bit. Still enjoying playing, but like my mind wanders, and I'll be checking Facebook, I'll be checking Discord, I'll be like, thinking, oh, clouds, how do clouds form? And I start having just weird, stupid thoughts that don't need to come into my head. And then obviously then you lapse into B game because if you're not concentrating, A game is going to be pretty hard to deliver. And for this month, 1 month only, I want to try and have like a really high volume month because Sky are running a promotion where you get double points on any rake paid. So there's a chance I could make priority for probably the one and only time of my Sky Poker career. Now, there's not tons of extra money in priority. I've not looked into it because I've never had much chance of making it. But if I put a grind on, there's a chance I could possibly like treble maybe even quadruple what I would usually expect to make from Sky and rewards, which isn't a lot. Maybe only worth an extra £100 to me over the month, maybe. But that extra volume would really help in terms of hopefully my results over the month, like how much money I can make at poker. I mean, I'd be delighted if I made £1,000 a month from poker. This is an exceptionally sexy flop, by the way. If I made £1,000 a month from poker every single month, I'd be over the fucking moon. It might be that I put a really long grind in this month, which is what I'm hoping to do, and make less than I made last month, and I'd still be happy enough with that. The key goal this month, and for any of you who know Loose Camel from the Sky Streets, is to like not have MTTs distract me. So I've made a like pact with Loose Camel, like a prop bet, how you want to word it, and hopefully neither of us have to pay each other, and that is that we cannot play an MTT on Sky that we have to pay to enter. So you can play all the rewards free rolls. If you win a ticket for anything, you can play that, but you cannot buy into a tournament using your own money. And if either of us do that, one owes the other £500. Pretty sure that's going to make sure neither of us enter a tournament all month, unless Camel decides he wants to buy out at some point. I won't be. If he decides he wants to buy out, who knows? It's not a bet to try and like repress people and what have you. It's just meant to be like a little bit of stick to stop us taking the MTT streets on, because I think Camel is pretty much the same as me, but he's much better than me at cash. He plays tournaments and he plays them pretty well in my opinion, but he gets frustrated by them. I think we're kind of cut from the same cloth. He's a lot fucking posher than me and well brought up and speaks like posh people and is better at poker than me. But I think we're cut from the same cloth in many other ways, in that we just basically see tournaments and think, oh, they're soft, but then get frustrated as fuck by them. This table's gone very shit, by the way, but we're here now, so we'll play it out. Yeah, but fucking hell, that's gone shit. Tommy D, prick. Dead man, don't know him very well. Ronnie G, aggro. Yeah, fuck them all. Fuck them all. They can all get fucked. Lost my train of thought now. But yeah, Camel and I were doing a no MTTs June. Kind of, it's not a prop bet. It's just like a little bit of motive. And then another fucking nip back. Fucking 10 o'clock in the morning, you cunts. Fuck off. Fucking coming here and fucking spoiling my fucking grind. 1, 2, 3, 4 fucking regulars at 10 o'clock in the... Tommy. I mean, I like you, Tommy, but fuck off, mate. Go and play fucking spins with some cunt or whatever. I don't fucking know. This is pants. But I'm going to have to I just got to spank him, Anna. Simple as that. Just going to have to spank him. This one, then maybe it's because it's double points month. We're going to see fucking rigs around all day and all fucking night. Who knows? Could be actually, when you think about it, this promo could be really, really shit for games, and I might end up fucking hating life by around the weekend. Who knows? Anyways, I've rambled long enough. Let's chat about some poker stuff. Whilst we continue to call our table mates cunts down here on table 4. I mean, if there's another table running, we'll fucking join it, but it's 10 o'clock in the morning and there almost certainly fucking won't be. Min raising blind versus blind. You can fuck off, mate. Not into that. Not into that. I shouldn't really be reading my notes. Type passive fish. Right. Okay. Probably not that flattering of a note. I'm not sure that call's good on the turn, but we made it anyway. Part of me wants to call this, but type passive fish is the note, so let's just fold to him. I fucking hate playing regulars. Really fucking hate it. They just don't make enough mistakes, you know. I don't think any of these players are in any way fucking like super crushy. You know, they're not like putting you in mind-bendingly tough spots over and over and over. They just don't fuck up as often as fucking as fish do. So I don't like playing them. Not to barrel in this turn with the 9-8 when the 6 pairs. See, at least Tommy raises like a man blind versus blind. Let's see if we can fuck around with Tommy a little bit. I think Tommy thinks I'm a massive nit, so, well, Tommy knows I'm a massive nit. There's no think about it, let's face it. No secret. I am a massive fucking nit. Woohoo, at last we have someone who isn't fucking nit tagged. So yeah, I was looking at other tables, wasn't there? There's some 50NL. Tommy's trying to get them going. There's a 30NL Tommy's trying to get going. We'll be watching. We'll be keeping our eye on you, Tommy, at your table starting, and if you get anything going, we'll be jumping on with you, Chief. Never used to like Tommy. He used to make life too difficult for me. Then I started chatting to him in Discord. It turns out he's not a cunt. So there you go. Who knew? I thought Tommy was well, I didn't think he was a cunt. I just didn't like him being at my tables because he was better than me. It felt like he was better than me. But yeah, there's probably lots of people who I have like a bit of a dislike for at the tables who are probably entirely nice people. Tommy is proof of that. These tables are starting to, well, not tables, but this one. Hope it doesn't die. Hope it doesn't die. I'm going to triple here with the ace 5 suited. Blind versus blind. You can have some weak king X, some half decent 9X, etc. Maybe falls to a triple. I don't think we've got the best combination for bluffing with, but we're probably going to do it anyway. I think this is a woeful combination for bluffing with, but I'm going for it. Oh, he snaps me off. 9-4. That'll be why he snaps me off. That will be why. Nice answer. Nice hand. That was a terrible bluff, wasn't it? I knew it. I knew it before I did it. I mean, I'm trying to get him to fold maybe like a decent 9X type holding. Don't think we need to use that size. That was just bad. It was just me spewing. But, you know, not the end of the world, is it? It's not the end of the world. Not flopping too great, are we, at the moment? Been turning okay, though. I haven't seen an awful lot of aggression from this guy so far this morning, so we're not going to peel there versus his turn probe. This note, by this way, if you ever watch this Dead Man, it could be way out of date. That note has probably been there since like 2018. I did notice you doing reasonably well on the SPT at the weekend, so maybe the note is way out of date, or maybe it's still entirely accurate. Who fucking knows? But yeah, don't be offended by it. Although I guess if you call the type passive fish, it's hard to take the positive out of it, is it? That's why I shouldn't be looking at notes on Sky. I don't want to be offending people. Well, I do, but only people that I know can take it, not random strangers. Tommy got any tables going yet? Come on, Tommy, get some tables tied. Nope. I'm not sure what else to expect at 10 o'clock in the morning, to be fair. Not normally up at this time, but I made a schoolboy error of not having a good piss before I went to bed, and then woke up needing a good piss at 8:30, which was quite disappointing. I could have tried going back to sleep, but I was like, well, I feel kind of awake, so let's try and have a productive morning and have a little cat nap later or whatever. But at least we're getting a video out of it, so that's something. As I said, I don't know how many videos I'm going to make this month. I'm certainly not going to adjust my natural sleep schedule to make them. If opportunities arise, then we'll do them. If they don't, then we won't. I'm not as motivated to make videos as I once was. I mean, in the past, I've been selling coaching or I've been selling rate back on apps and things. So there's been, some EV to making videos. Now I'm kind of just not involved with the apps anymore. Not actively seeking to do coaching work because, to be honest, I'm probably not fit to coach people as much as I used to be. I think, like, in fact, no, that's not fair. That's not a fair thing to say. I'm not into the modern way of learning and the way poker's taught in 2021. I'm not into it. I think it's fucking rubbish. But it's what people want. So, yeah, I'm not going to say, oh, I can coach you. Then people are going to be like, oh, yeah, I want to talk about this. Well, I fucking don't, mate. So fuck off. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm not actively selling coaching. I'm not selling any rake back, etc. So, there's just no real reason to be getting out there making tons of videos giving free information to my regular opponents on Sky. So yeah, they're not going to be lots and lots of videos made. Kind of back old school, like I was in 2011, 2012. It's just, this is me. I'm here just to make money at poker. I'm going to play it. I'm going to do this, and I'm just going to fucking try and win. And it feels kind of pure compared to what I have been doing for the last 5 or 6 years. Not that the stuff I was doing was impure, but it feels kind of like more manly, if you will. Look, Reg, earn your fucking supper, mate. Just going to sit out here now. No interest in that. Well, table's died. 300, 400 here. Do we try and slide something else in? Is there anything else just to keep the video going? There's nothing at all at the stakes I want to play. Do I want to play 10-0? No. I guess we're just 3-tabling for the time being. See what happens here. Yes, we're just 3-tabling. Do I want to call this bet? I think we probably do. It makes sense that he'd do that with a jack. Ah, now we're fucked. Now we are fucked. Yeah, he didn't make sense. Once he called, it was pretty much game over. Maybe we could fold that, but it seemed pretty obvious to me he didn't have a good hand there. And it's hard to flop trips, and I'm fine with that. It might be bad, I don't know, but I'm fine with it. Do not like paying off in these games. Well, not in these games, that's the wrong way to put it. I don't like paying off in general, but that was, to me, pretty obvious that he was just, okay, just try and win the pot. Looked like a desperate bet to me. King deuce suited, I guess we defend. He's them pesky eights again. At least we won with him this time. Queen 9-3. The plot we were looking for, but we do have a little bit of backdoor stuff going on, so we'll write out a little proby bet there. Get called, we get a turn card we do not want to barrel on, so we will give up. It's not a board we're going to see bet against a green tag. Going to try and get to showdown. Against lefty, I think we're going to call this probe. Probably fold rivers. He checks. I hope he hasn't got something like ace-7, and I hope he's got something like 9x. He did. I'm going to call this 6-7 to play a pot with Ronnie. We're obviously way behind Tommy's range, but there's a flop to come, and who knows what that can bring. Been running well against Tommy lately. Flopping sets against him like there's no tomorrow. It's delightful. Let's get there. That's not a pretty flop. When he's limp min raised, we did not want to see an ace on the flop. Big bet coming. Sure is. He's going to win it. Here we go. The white circle of death that Sky sometimes brings to us. Fortunately, we only have the 4-7, so we don't give a fuck. Gut shot. No money. Fold. Excuse me. That white circle of death happened last week to me when I had the absolute nuts and a fish just raised shoved on me at 30L. It cost me about 30 odd quid. It was quite upsetting. Come on, Robbie, wake up. Someone's joining. Not at all familiar with this player. Never seen them in my life before. But they haven't bought him for a full stack, so we're going to give them the green tag for the time being, and then they snaps it out. Wonderful. And then they leave. Didn't he just have a lovely time? I'm going to fold here with the 7-5. This guy called 2. Which makes you think we don't have good equity. It's a gut shot. Queen 9 versus a 4x. But it's green tagged, so we're going to take a flop. Flop a flush draw. With the 9s, we're going to turn a flush on the Queen 9. Let's see behind 9s here, just because we don't have a particularly enticing check call down sort of situation. And that's a pretty good river. Hopefully he's got a pretty big piece of this now when the ace hits. No, he hasn't. Turns out he didn't have a pretty big piece of it. So there you go. Min bets, we have a 7. We shall try and see a turn. That seems like a reasonable turn. Hope he doesn't have King Queen. Guess we bet pretty big and fold to a raise. Don't think we can bet call here, but we can certainly bet pretty big for value. Called and win. We like that. Heads up is not my strong point on table 1, but we're up against a green tag player, so don't expect things to go too badly. But you never know. Pretty shit heads up. This should probably be a defend, but I'm not going to because it still feels pretty shit to me. Pretty miserable flop for the 8s against a blue tag player who will have just about every combination of ace-x in their range. 2 overs and a backdoor versus a pretty small stab. We'll see one more. See one more card, see if we can turn anything nice. We didn't, so he's going to win. And then he leaves. I'm going to stab small with our Queen 8 here, backdoor flush draw. Not sure I believe this raise. Not sure I believe him. Get expensive now. If we float that flop, we certainly can't fold the turn. He absolutely bombs it too, which is very disappointing because now it feels like we're just going to be giving money away. Just maybe he's bluffing. You know, he could certainly have some some bluffs here, but he's made it damn expensive to find out. And yeah, just gonna fold. Not happy about it, but just gonna fold. Probably shouldn't have called the flop, but we did. So there you go. How often are orange tags just going check raise, bomb, bomb, bomb? Probably not often. Probably not too often with a bluff. Okay, Ronnie, let's go then. Let's go then, Ronnie. Okay, let's not go. Tempted to squeeze here. So that's what we'll do. Min 3-bet. Let's hit something fun. That's not fun. That's not fun. King Jack. Wow, that's a big squeeze. Bye. That's a set on the top left table. We get called as well. 7-5 gets there, but if he's got that, then hallelujah. Good for him. He folds, so he didn't have 7-5. get another adventurer join the table. Not C betting multi-way with the whiffed king queen. Tommy with the aces. Tommy's not going to give me too much action here, I wouldn't imagine, when I 3-bet in this spot, but didn't expect to get squeezed behind from the players that we had behind, so no real reason to call and then potentially go multi-way. Going to check the jack queen back, and we beat the queen 10. Maybe that could have been a thin value bet, but I didn't do it, so there we go. Multi-way dry flop, we have backdoor everything. Gonna have a little stab. Not a flop you would expect to see a lot of donking on, really, but there you go. He's done it. He did it anyway, and it worked. Well played, sir. Fruit Loop indeed. Oh, he's at it again with his donking. He's having fun, isn't he? That's someone knocking at my door that's going to get roundly ignored because I am almost naked and cannot be asked to get dressed, cannot be asked to answer the door. And they're not quite aggressively, so fuck them. And they're being persistent, so even more fuck them. And they ported them through my letterbox. If that involves me having to go to a post office, I will not be impressed. Excuse me. I mean, knocking this on the head in just a moment. Couple of small chores to do with mother this morning. We're just going to end up paying this guy off here, aren't we? We don't want to. Really good chance he just has an ace, but we have a full house, so we're going to call. Yeah, of course he has the ace. Of course he does. That was sloppy, Reg. think we're going to call it a day. I'm going to flat the king there. This would sometimes be a 3-bet with green tags in the blinds. We're going to see a flop against Tommy and maybe the blinds. We're going to flop 2 pair, which is pretty nice. Tommy doesn't bet, so my guess is Tommy's going to be doing an awful lot of check folding here. Sam just turning up, short stacking the 30 in L streets. Behave, Sam. Behave, Sam. What's going on there? Not a tournament, mate. You can have 100 blinds. You can have 100 blinds in cash. You can always have 100 blinds or more. Then we're going to go for a double barrel here, then only bet the river if we get there. Awkward spot now. Didn't notice his stack size. Or double pairs, but I think he's going to have a lot of Queen X in his range. If he's got a deuce, then he's about to win £10 and 47 pence less rake. Just hoping he calls with the Queen here. Decides not to call, which was a good decision for him. There you go. That's Sam been suitably chastised. We're going to play our last hand of the video, the Jack-9 suited. Guess I'll just stand up, let someone else sit if they want to. Someone's jammed on us, so that's game over there. And there we go. That's going to be the end of the video, chaps. So hope you guys enjoyed that quick catch up. There wasn't an awful lot of action, and I'm fully aware that my enthusiasm wasn't to its usual levels. That's because I'm just not that enthused to be making that much content at the moment. So yeah, who knows when the next one will be. I just make them as and when I have time and when I think games are good. And yeah, take care everybody. Have a good month and bye bye for now.